Okay, so everybody, welcome to the show. We are in an open, free discussion, a forum. We're talking about the Friday the 13th movies with expert Mark Loeffler.
Thank you.
Seen all the 13 movies.
I have. There's 12.
Oh,
Only 12.
that's stupid.
So it goes Friday the 13th.
Shouldn't there be 13?
Listen, and you'll learn.
Did you miss one?
I've been researching, and I will tell you there's one Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th Part 2. Friday the 13th in 3D. Friday the 13th for the final conflict. But guess what? It's not the final conflict. There's Final 13th 5, A New Beginning. Final 13th 6, Jason Lives. Final 13th 7, New Blood.
Okay.
Final 13th 8, the one we're talking about right now, which is very exciting. Jason Goes to Manhattan.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's number 8.
That's number 8. Then it goes Jason Goes to Hell, and then Jason Goes to Space, Jason X, then Freddy versus Jason,
10.
and then Friday the 13th, the remake.
Okay.
That's 12.
12.
12.
I lost count near the end, so I'm not gonna go back and verify that you counted 12. I'm just gonna trust you.
That was 12. Oh yeah.
That's your word. I'm sure. Okay, that's 12.
I've studied math in school, so.
Okay. Well,
What happens during the 13th, Friday the 13th?
Only God knows. It hasn't happened yet. We're still.
It hasn't happened yet. So, okay. So this is an open forum, an open discussion, and we're talking about the 8th movie in this saga. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I have not seen this movie.
You have.
Okay? I haven't seen a single movie, and I'll tell you why. Okay. When I was a baby, my mama and my papa, they took me to Blockbuster Video, and they told me you could pick any movie. Okay. And
What movie did you pick?
okay, well, I didn't pick Friday the 13th because
Mistake.
My older brother, he gave me a copy in my hand as a little baby, and I looked at it, and I couldn't stop crying. I started to bawl. My face turned red. My eyes popped out of my sockets. I was shook. You know, like a little baby, like being all shook. I couldn't even as a little baby.
Couldn't even.
So as a little baby, I can't even. And I was all shook, but it woke me to realizing that Jason is haunted. Jason is not. He's not a man, and he's not a monster. He's a ghost. Okay. He's a ghost. And I'm glad that you picked number 8 because now I'm just gonna do this. Now this is gonna be a little bit spooky.
I'm feeling pretty spooked right now.
Okay. Now this is a regular 8. I wrote down. Okay.
We can't see
right
it.
there. Right there. You see that
Right
8?
there.
Yeah.
I see it.
I'm gonna show you another 8. You see that?
Oh.
See that 8? Right there.
It's
That's pretty scary.
That's a ghost.
That's
Okay.
which one? Yeah.
ghost.
The second one was a ghost. So that's the kind of movie that we're dealing with. The 8th installment of a movie is always going to be more haunted than the previous 7. And this is also included in the Fast and Furious franchise. Okay, number 8. Now, what happened in number 7? Who died?
7.
Paul Walker bit the
Paul
big
Walker.
one in number 7. Okay, in
yeah.
number 8, his ghost haunted the movie, and you can see it in what's happening to Tyrese right now. If you think he's going crazy, you're wrong. What's really happening is that Paul Walker is visiting Tyrese, and he is giving him business advice from beyond the grave. That's the truth.
Yeah, well, in 7, the sidekick's dad, there's a sidekick fighting Jason, and the sidekick's dad came back from the grave and drowned Jason.
Are you saying side kick or psychic?
Sidekick, like she was telepathic.
But she was also helping the dad, so she was kind of like a
A
sidekick
sidekick.
as well.
The sidekick, but the dad's dead. Sidekick to the dead dad, and
Well,
Who comes
But
back
that's
to
seven.
life.
he's back. Yeah, he comes back, so he's a ghost. But
okay.
Is he in
this
the
actually the second time he's been a ghost. By this one, he's because in 4 he dies.
Who?
And then
The dad?
6 he becomes the dad doesn't show up until 7, and it's just the psychic girl's dad.
Jason's
only in part
dad
7.
shows up in the 7th movie.
No, there's no dad. There's
She-
just the mom, and she's in 1 and gets killed.
Everyone's has a dad, Mark.
Everyone has a dad. Now you're just telling lies because you're saying that Jason doesn't have a dad.
This from someone who hasn't seen a single movie.
Well, just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean that Jason doesn't have a dad.
Well, let me show you
It's
this
true.
clip because what I would agree that the 8th one is important because this one broke all the rules. It's not even
Really?
called Friday the 13th. It's called Jason Goes to Manhattan. And one of the big rule breaking scenes is this one right here. So here's a clip. A clip that is quick. Here we go.
Love JJ. Oh man, this movie rocks.
Rocks.
I'm having so much fun.
Ooh. This is really good. This is a really good movie.
I really like how it's different from the other Jason films where there's like rock and roll.
There's a guy up there. He's a ghost. Right there, right there. Oh my god. Is that him? Is that Jason? Wow.
So yes,
Could you
that's what we're dealing
could
with.
you pause right near the end? Well, you don't have to, but
No, I'll go back. I'll go back. Oops.
what I was seeing right there. Okay, pause.
Right there or back by the boat?
Oh, right, that guy. That guy right there. Now, if you look, now that you see, there's his face, and then if you go right, you see that circle of red. Okay,
Ooh.
I believe that is a portal to hell.
Whoa.
Okay, and that man, it looks like a young Edward Norton, is hearing hell, and it's the rock music coming from hell. It's rock, and and that's okay. And here's what I'm gonna break public opinion. People are gonna hate me. Rock music is good music, but it is the devil's music.
I couldn't agree more. And the thing is in horror movies, if you watch Halloween, you watch Rugrats the movie,
Footloose.
Footloose, the rock and rollers never get murdered.
Rock-a-doodle-doo.
They're always
Exactly.
safe. The people with guitars always are the last people stabbed in these movies.
Because
But in this one,
Satan
It's protecting them.
wants to save them. And also, what do you call another word for a guitar?
rock pistol.
People call it an axe. I've never heard anybody call
Oh.
a guitar a rock pistol before, Mark. But I haven't
don't
gone to enough Jimmy World concerts, so maybe I
No,
know
I
the
don't
first
know.
thing about rock.
Violent.
You're not really in the scene.
And I'm
Anymore.
glad I'm not, because their scene is full of rock and rollers, and rock and rollers, they roll to hell.
Well,
They don't roll to heaven. You can't roll to heaven. You got to fly to heaven. And you can't take a stairway to heaven like the rockers like to tell you.
You can.
It's not true.
I think so.
I looked on Google Maps. I didn't see a single stairway that led to heaven. Not
Are
a, not a
these
single
guitars-
one.
Are these guitars regulated? Because this sounds dangerous if they're being used as axes and pistols.
Well, and
It
that's
sounds
why,
like some people can get hurt.
that's why I think Jason went for the rocker at first, because he knew that she was the only dangerous person in that whole area because she had an axe. She was brandishing a weapon, right?
I mean, the one good thing is it's a good safety tip. Like, you shouldn't bring a guitar on a boat. And
It's
certainly
actually statistically, people that bring guitars on boats are more likely to get injured by their guitars.
by their guitars or by a murderer who
Mhm.
does
Or a murderer. Those two things, yeah.
Like, if you are to play guitar on a boat, do it on the top deck where it's light, not in the bottom where it's dark. And you want to play where people can see you and you can see other people coming toward you. Playing down there in the dark is just,
Typically murderers.
it's unsafe.
You want to see if they're coming. Yeah.
So this movie is more about safety than it is about going to New York.
Exactly.
It's about guitar safety.
Guitar safety. And among other things, boxing safety.
Boxing safety.
There's another clip where we see where boxing can get dangerous.
Interesting.
And I don't know if you know this, boxing's a dangerous sport.
Okay.
And Jason demonstrates where things can go a bit wrong.
Okay,
Enjoy the clip.
guys, I'm gonna have to not watch this clip because it's against my religion. I'm against violence in every aspect, every way. So I will be right back. But you watch this
Okay.
because I physically cannot watch violence. I will vomit. Okay, so
Here we go.
enjoy that clip, guys. I'll
Rolling.
be right back.
Action. He's a good boxer. I will say that.
Love the hook. It's great form.
But you know what? Jason's a better boxer.
Give him the old rope a dope. But yeah, keep your eyes closed.
Is it still going?
It's still going.
Yeah, it's right in the thick of it.
Okay, just don't scare me or anything. Okay, guys.
You can open your eyes right now. The violent part's over.
Okay. What is he doing? No! No!
Oh, I forgot.
No! 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 No!
Oh no!
No! Your head doesn't belong in the garbage,
Sometimes it does.
Mark. My religion.
I'm sorry.
There goes all the points that I was accruing. I was gonna make it to OT level 3. Now I gotta go get audited all over again. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Well, next.
Now I saw violence. And
I
you know
owe it.
what? Now
It's a
it's time
violent
for me-
world.
it's time for me to be bad. Okay,
Mhm.
I got some dirt on you, Mr. Loeffler.
Well,
Okay,
okay, before you reveal this dirt, I wanted to just Rob, what does that clip say to you about
Okay.
boxing safety?
go ahead. Talk about violence.
I mean, again, they're doing it in private. And that's where it's gone wrong. You need an audience.
You need an audience.
What's the point of doing it if you're doing it just by yourself in a vacuum?
Mhm.
That's where the ghosts are going to get you.
And
It's
you
true.
shouldn't box someone wearing a mask, because who could be under the mask?
Muhammad Ali.
Could be this.
Could be.
Obviously, was a really good boxer because
Well,
he
I
boxed
mean-
his head off.
That's
that-
pretty good.
They weren't wearing regulation gloves.
No, they weren't.
That's the other thing.
But I'm told one sure way to win and get 100 points in boxing is if you box their head off.
That's true.
100
I learned that in
points.
the movie Was it The Boxer or The Champion? What was the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull with a 4-year-old Mark Wahlberg. Absolutely. So Jason Takes Manhattan is all about safety.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and also your hobbies, you should do them out in the open. When you do them alone, you invite hell to come to you and take you with it. And that's not good. You shouldn't go to hell. It's not a field trip you should take.
No, it's not. So I think what we're saying is no ghosts in Jason Goes to Manhattan.
I don't think that's what we're saying at all, Mark.
I thought that's. I mean, I was kind of leaning
Ghosts.
towards good safety.
Okay, it's a cautionary tale. Okay, it's a lot like Jesus telling the parable of the boxer with Mickey Rourke. Okay, people don't know that movie was based on the Bible. Now, violence is a very helpful tool when describing evil. Now, that's what these movies are about. They're about showcasing evil deeds so that good people, can watch them and be aware that there is evil in the world and that they should stay away from New York City.
Totally.
At the end of the day, if you live in New York City, you're living in hell. You're living in modern day hell. And Jason knew that when he was going there. And that's what these movies are about. They're about maybe there's a couple ghosts in a couple of the movies. I'd say most of them in this movie.
Although we are coming up on the 13th, Friday the 13th, I think the power of those double 13s is undeniable. I can't even speak to or imagine what that is going to be like.
And who knows what 14 is going to be like.
That will be even worse.
That would be even worse.
Okay.
So
case closed. But
case closed.
Continue.
Now, I'm gonna finish off this episode by really having an open discussion, open, honest discussion. I did some research on one of our hosts, fellow watchers, and it turns out there's just not one Mark Loeffler out there. And maybe he might have some explanations. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. But guess what? The truth is out there, and we're not going to hide from it anymore. I was on Google, okay, a little website that I like to use sometimes on my free time. And I found some very, very intriguing stuff, okay?
You got nothing on me.
You look uncomfortable, Mark.
Who's this? Who's this? Who's this man? Because his name is Mark Loeffler. Huh.
That's me.
And he has a PhD in history. Chicago.
That's where I got my PhD. You know that.
You know lots about Great Britain, I'm guessing.
I do.
That's great.
Ask me anything about.
Okay.
How is it over in Britain?
Yeah, how is it over there?
It's really great.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, what about this? Who's this? Who's this, Mark Loeffler? Managing director at VRA Partners. Huh. Because it doesn't look like the Mark Loeffler that I know. Maybe you have another life that I don't know about, huh? Huh. Well, let's not stop there because I found something even more intriguing. Okay. Who the heck is this?
Yeah, I'm really into Canadian real estate.
Author of Investing in Rent-to-Own Property. You are an author. You have a PhD. Okay? You are a partner in VRA practices. And you don't tell us?
I wish you'd take this seriously.
Keep it to yourself? Mark, how many lives do you have?
It's one. Okay, I admit I went to University of Chicago to get my PhD, and then I wrote some books on real estate in Canada, and but the VRA guy, that's not me.
I just understand why you have to lie. No, Mark, you have to accept all of it or none of it, okay? You can't lie
There's
anymore.
so many different stories out there. There's no denying it. All right? Just
Oh,
come
no,
clean.
hey.
Please.
That's not me.
Sure, sure, it's
That's
not
a-
you.
that's
It's
an
the most
you know what?
disappointing part
And-
of the entire process.
Maybe it is an imposter, but until you exonerate yourself, you are guilty, my friend. And I want everybody on Ghost in the Scene, I want you to pray really hard for Mark because he's going through a transformative time. We might not recognize who this man is the next time our episode airs because he might be maybe in Canada, maybe writing his follow-up sophomore book about how he's going to break the real estate market. Who knows? So until next time, guys, you stay in the scene and you pray for Mark.
Keep investing in real estate.
That's right.
Eyes on those screens.
Of course,
Please.
everybody knows there is only one Rob Thomas, except for his twin brother, who might be a double out there.